Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan here, co-founder of The Chart Guys 7.5 years ago. Since then, we've been bringing you trading and technical analysis education, and we currently have our Black Friday sale running for membership, our only membership sale of the year. I'm going to tell you a bit about the deal, walk through what membership entails, and we'll end it with a special indicator from chart gal Lori and how to utilize it. So here's the deal. It's $100 off our annual memberships, putting the total price at $799.99 for the year, which essentially means 12 months for the price of 8. We haven't raised our prices in the last 4 years, which has been a great hedge against inflation, but we will be raising them in 2023, just a heads up. The offer also includes a TCG Trade Keeper indicator on TradingView, and that's what chart gal Lori has created and what she's going to be explaining at the end of this video. Also a limited edition TCG beanie. Very stylish and comfy. I wear mine often. There will be a spot in checkout to enter your address to have this sent to you, and a member orientation and Q&A after the sale is over and after you've settled in a little bit to ensure that you are maximizing the TCG experience to benefit your education and your trading. So there will be a link for new members in the comments of this video, and you will enter BLK22 as a discount code. If you are already a current member, it'll be a different process. There will be a link in the same spot for you to click. No discount code needed. You're already in the system, so you'll be able to just get the deal through your user dashboard. So we'll start with what I feel is the most beneficial aspect of a Chart Guys membership, and that is access to our Slack trading community here. And we've got over 1,000 traders from around the world with all different levels of experience. We have new traders and we have traders and investors that have been in this game for decades and have gone through the boom and bust cycle many times. So the collective amount of knowledge in this chat room and the speed with which questions get answered, in my opinion, it's second to none out there in the trading world. And you have people that have focused on different aspects of trading, different sectors, and they have knowledge. And the best part is everybody in this chat room has similar goals. We all want to profit and we all want to be learning and bettering ourselves. And we want to help each other succeed in our goals. So with those aligned goals, we all are on the same page, essentially, in terms of what we're looking to accomplish by interacting in this chat room. And I learned very early on as a trader, when I first started, nobody in my life cared about trading whatsoever. No family, no friends. So if I wanted to interact with people about trading, I had to seek them out on the internet. And here we have compiled an amount of people that are extremely passionate about this game and want to share these goals and improve together. So we have people that have worked in the tech industry for decades. We have people that have been focusing on carbon credits or uranium. We have people focusing on crypto and cannabis, and people focusing on bonds and more passive income. We have people that have been investing in real estate. So on the left-hand side here, you can see all the different channels that we have, and I could spend over an hour going through this Slack community and everything that it entails. But just a couple examples here, beginner's questions. So any question about trading, chart setups, trading setups, different patterns. Is this pattern? What kind of broker should I be using? Everything that you could ask, feel free to put it here and you will have someone answering you or multiple people answering you very shortly. Canadian stocks, we've got a strong Canadian presence from the Canadian cannabis days. So we've got Canadian stocks and we've got international markets for those in Europe and in India and other places around the world. Of course, you got your commodities, and every weekend we're putting out content that is not on YouTube or any public social media. So I'll go and I'll do a commodities video, the broader stock market update, cannabis, crypto videos. I'll take requests for tickers. I'll take crypto requests. And so every weekend we've got 6 or 7 videos being put out that are not on our YouTube channel to help us prepare for the coming week. Of course, all your different crypto channels. We've got an entrepreneurship channel where people talk about things they're doing outside of trading. And one of the common themes that we keep seeing is the people that secure additional income outside of trading. It frees up the psychological side of things that allows for trading to be much easier. And this is something that we've been talking in a thread over this weekend where someone had this experience and then others shared as well. As soon as I got my side business settled and consistent, I then started trading much better as I had that stress removed from my back. So entrepreneurship, a lot of talk in there about different projects. Of course, the futures channel, Lamont holding it down and doing an extremely thorough job. You can see some of these threads throughout the day, 170 replies in there, so a lot of back and forth interaction. Geopolitical news, the news that is going to potentially impact the markets. We compile that in one spot. A lot of people ask me, where do you get your news? Of course, my Fidelity broker gives me news as it comes out, but it's this chat room. If I know there's 1,000 people with eyes on the market, I know that if there's going to be news, someone is going to post that news very quickly in this chat room, and it's going to be one of the first places that I see it. We got our marijuana sector, mindset. So this is more on the psychological aspect of things. And here's Mike talking about how his need for trading to make money immediately was putting a whole bunch of pressure on him. That was what I was talking about there. Options talk for those who prefer options over common shares. We've got the Reddit stocks for the higher risk, higher reward names. The short setups for those that are most interested trading bearish and looking at weakness. Swing trade channel. And one of my favorite ones is the trade review. This channel has been blowing up recently in terms of a lot more activity, but people will come in and post their trading day in terms of things they did well, things they did not do well. Some people will put in a little video describing their day. Other people chime in and give feedback. So again, this is the kind of interaction between traders that you just can't have in your normal, for most people, in their normal lives. And again, we've got to get out of our heads and interact with other people and bounce feedback and questions and things like that off of each other in order to constantly be improving. And that's one of our main goals here, is to obviously constantly be improving. Every morning before the trading day, we got our whiteboard where we highlight the key economic events coming out, some key levels on our commodities, the major names, the major stocks and ETFs, and what we're watching in the short term. And of course, some crypto and cannabis check-in. And we got some biotech sector. Again, just narrowing in on specific niches and significant opportunities. And the biotech sector has certainly had a lot of volatility this year. So, and then of course from that, we got all the direct messages. We got Jungle Funk Joey messaging me right now about who knows what. But all the direct messages and the ability to access all of our collective shared knowledge and compiling it here. And we can also go through and look at examples, the search feature here, because there's years and years of this compiled information. So one thing we've done is we've labeled Moose Thread. And if I search Moose Thread, it's going to give me a ton of individual threads where over the last 3+ years of just really in-depth, good discussion about different topics. So anything that was, this is an all-star thread that we don't want to get buried, we label it like that, and you can go back and search. But let's just say I have, something specific. I want to know about bonds. What can I learn about bonds? And I can go back and find all the different threads and conversations that people have had about bonds or about, real estate and things like that. So just a very good tool that I love. And of course, I got to give a huge shout out to the members that make up this community and are constantly sharing their information and answering questions and engaging with each other. Of course, there's tons of lurkers that don't interact and they're just reading and observing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But those that are stepping up and putting themselves out there, it is awesome to see, and it's a huge motivator for each other. We're just with this positive feedback loop of motivation and energy and desire for improvement. And so just a huge shout out to all of our current members and those who have been here for 5, 6, 7 years. These little numbers next to people's names indicate how many years they've been members. So you'll see people that have had 4, 5, 6, 7 years as a member. And obviously those people have a whole lot of insight to share as they've been playing this game as a team. We've been playing this game as a team for this many years with each other. And so that is something that is extremely powerful. So here's the dashboard of our website, and just a heads up, we are building a new website, and that will be out in 2023, and this will look a whole lot different and be a lot better. But for now, the second most beneficial aspect of a ChartGuys membership is the live streams. Of course, Lori does the pre-market live stream on our public YouTube channel every morning, but then from there, we have the morning stream from 9 a.m. to 10:30. We've got a midday stream at noon. We've got an end-of-the-day stream at 3:15, and it's myself and a team of wonderful people that all started as members and proved themselves through, their drive and their understanding of technical analysis and their ability to trade. And so now we've got people like Lamont and Lori and Dinsey and Joey and Jason all making up our team of live streamers. And all in all, we have about 15 plus hours of live streaming a week, and each day filling the day with a whole bunch of live streams. And what we're doing on those live streams is laying out, what the market is doing, what key things we're looking for, what individual names are standing out stronger or weaker. We also do talk about live trades at times. That's a common question, of course. But the goal is not to have people follow our trades, because I learned very quickly that if I post a trade and what I am doing, people will follow me blindly into that trade and not place a stop loss where I'm placing a stop loss. And so I'll stop out on a losing trade with a small loss, and then I'll get a message from someone saying, I didn't stop loss out, and now I'm down a week maker and I don't know what to do. So that's the last thing we want to see. The number one goal is education here. But if I'm going to take a trade while live streaming, I'm going to be talking about it. And if I take a trade while I'm not live streaming, I'm going to be posting about it, and others do as well. But just note that that is not the goal. The goal is not to follow trades, but we do recognize that there is benefit to observing a full-time trader in their flow doing their trading thing. So every day on our website, we go to our live market analysis, and that is where these live streams are hosted. And we got the audio only version as well for those who are perhaps riding in the car and not looking for the video version. Otherwise, on the website, we've got an educational videos section. Some of these videos are public on our YouTube channel, but a ton of them are not. And again, on the new website, this will be organized a bit more beneficially for newer traders. But some of the key videos that are not public, identifying trends with price levels, that's an important one. Trading the equilibrium, Dan's trading style, I've got a couple of those videos using different time frames. So a whole bunch of information. Dinsey put out a psychology series here where, finding it, Trader Psychology. It's a 4-part series, a whole lot of in-depth about the intangible aspects of trading. We know psychology and emotional control can be the hardest part about trading, so we certainly want to address that often. So I would say the educational videos are definitely a beneficial aspect of the Chart Guys membership as well. And it's just a spot where, okay, it's a slow afternoon and, I'm not seeing any trades that stand out to me. So I'm going to peruse the educational aspects. Let's go to technical analysis and, I don't know what a TD sequential indicator is. I'm going to learn about that. Maybe I want to incorporate that in my tool belt as a trader, or I don't understand market correlations as much, and Dan's always talking about them. I want to learn about market correlations more. So this is a spot to jump into if you are looking for some education. Just a note, the courses are not included with Chart Guys membership. We've got our free Intro to Technical Analysis course, which I certainly suggest checking out if you are newer, and directing any friends or family that's interested in checking things out to this free course as a starting point. And then from there, we've got our Entries and Exits course, which I just redid over the last couple of months, 6+ hours, much improved. If you purchase the original, you've got the free updated version in your account. But other than that, we do a course sale at the end of the year in December. Essentially, Candlesticks is another one. And then, of course, the crypto course. All worthwhile, but again, not a part of Chart Guys membership, which is our live streams, chat room, and educational videos. So back to the code here for one more reminder, BLK 2022. And we're now going to have Lori explain to us what the TCG Trade Keeper indicator is that you will be receiving and how to utilize that in your trading.
Hi, welcome to the Trade Keeper intro video. So the Trade Keeper is an idea that I came up with, and it's based on like that old-timey trap keeper, a play on words, but something to keep you in winning trades. It is not necessarily an entry or exit signal indicator. You could use it for that. You can use it for day trading, you can use it for swing trading, but the purpose is to keep you in a winning trade and then give you warnings when maybe the trade is changing direction. So let's look at YM right here, and here are the settings. So on the settings, I use the default settings. So I use the source close, fast ATR 5, fast ATR multiplier 0.5, slow ATR 9, and the slow ATR multiplier 2.9. And I prefer the slow trail, and I'd use this for day trading. If you're a really fast scalper, you may want to use the fast trail. And then I prefer the dots, the circles, for the long, short, and warning signals. So the yellow means that price is getting super extended outside the Keltner channels to the upside or to the downside. So if you're in a winning trade and you get a yellow dot, it is warning, warning. This is getting extended. And then the green is a long signal. The purple means that it's losing moving averages on the next higher time frame. So if you've been around these parts for a while, you know that I say often, as long as prices above the 5-minute EMA, stay in a day trade. So that's what the purple is for, is just to say warning. It's a warning signal that we're losing the EMAs on the next higher time frame. So this trade may stop working. And then of course, red is short. So, and it'll look like this. You'll send your invite to TCG Trade Keeper or your request to add it to TradingView. So you can see here on, I'm going to hide this now, on YM, and this from Wednesday, you could use it as an entry signal and say, okay, I'm looking to buy the dip against 30,250, and I'm going to buy the first green dot. Okay, you buy it, and this is on an hourly chart. And the yellow shows you're getting extended outside those Keltner channels. And you can see the yellow extension here, and you could have scalped this for 3,000 Dow points. So, and it never gave a false signal throughout. It just says warning, warning, you're getting extended. So, and then you could have done the same thing for the downside. So I just wanted to show you an example on a higher time frame. I primarily use it on the 2-minute, and I toggle it off. So let's look over here. On trending days, it's super helpful to keep you in a trade longer. So you can see here, I wanted to show you this day. Yeah, this is one I had marked up. So here, I want to show you some purple dots. So you have the green long, but then you have the purple dots saying, hey, it's getting extended outside of those EMAs. On the higher time frame, you're losing key EMAs, so the trade could turn on you. And then you get almost 3% to the downside with these red dots. That is approximately 9% in LABD, and that is on the 2-minute. So again, I prefer the 2-minute when I'm day trading, and when I took the moving averages off just so I could show it to you clean, but I would have this toggled off, and then I say, okay, it breached above the prior day high, didn't get follow through. We got an upper wick of profit taking, had a 2-minute inside bar, break bear with elevated bear volume. And I'm going to enter a short. And then as soon as I enter the short, I turn this on. Then I say, okay, I'm going to stay in that short until I get a green dot. So I'm trying to simplify the process of constantly making all these decisions. You know, you get decision fatigue when you're constantly making decisions. Should I stay in? Should I get out? So this should help comfortably. And you know, things can turn on a dime, but comfortably, you just make a simple decision. I'm staying in as long as these dots are red. And you can do it on the 5-minute. You don't necessarily have to do the 2-minute. I like the 2-minute because, again, I'm a day trader. Let me see if I can give you another example. Turn that auto. So Amazon here. We're looking at yesterday's chart. You had this great move up, and the yellow dots started to appear because you were getting extended outside that higher time frame Keltner channel. And then the purple dots came in and said, whoa, you're losing your moving averages on a higher time frame. This long may stop working. And then it starts going sideways, and then you had this long move to the downside. So again, it works for day trading, it works for swing trading, and the main purpose is to keep you in a winning trade. You could combine it with other entry and exit signals and use it as part of your entry exit strategy. And that's it for the Trade Keeper.